Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show, the Ferrari LaFerrari Alperta actually made its official debut, public debut, at the Paris Motor Show. Now the really only big news about this machine is the fact that all 200 units, yes, if you were planning on getting your grubby little mitts on one of these machines, all 200 units have already been spoken for. So you will have to get buddy-buddy with the folks on the registry list, try to talk them out of their brand new LaFerrari. A vehicle that you're probably going to be able to get your mitts on very soon is the brand new Civic Type R. Now, Honda was showing this vehicle off as a concept machine, but if you look very close, this vehicle is really ready for prime time. It doesn't have a whole lot of concept-like stuff all over the machine. Now, obviously, it's been heavily revised over the Civic that we have out now, including a massive aero package and a lot of cooling work and a lot of work getting air to flow in and out of this machine to make the maximum amount of downforce and the maximum amount of cooling for the vehicle. Including that massive rear wing, the rear diffuser, and that really cool trio exhaust ports out the back of the machine. Now, we don't know little to nothing about this vehicle as far as what it is or when it's coming out. All we know it's going to be coming out sometime in next year or the year 2017. There's a lot of rumors around it's going to get a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making somewhere between 300 and 350 horsepower. It's going to have a 6-speed manual transmission that could or may not be. Also, the vehicle is going to be front-wheel drive, as all Civic Type Rs have been, even though there has been somewhat rumors floating out and about that there could be an all-wheel drive version of this coming soon, especially with the sheer fact, and apparently it's not that big a deal, that torque steer is always in play when you got anything over 300 horsepower, but you're seeing a fantastic amount of machines with close to 300 horsepower trying to shift through the wheels that are doing the duties of also doing the steering as well. So we'll wait and see what comes of this front, but this vehicle is coming all over the world very soon. It'll be coming stateside as well. Another vehicle that's shown off this weekend, but actually showed off down in Texas, is the brand new Ram Rebel TRX. Now, when the Ram Rebel first debuted, it was kind of a faux Ford Raptor, if you will. It was a pretty cool looking machine, especially once I got to see it in the flesh. Very good looking vehicle in person. But it really didn't have the off-road capabilities like you'd think of the Ford Raptor. Well, the new Rebel TRX takes care of all those and then some, including a heavily revised suspension with upwards of 13 inches of suspension travel on all 4 corners, a limited slip rear differential, and a heavily revised and updated transfer case in the center section. 37-inch tall tires on all 4 corners. The vehicle, oddly enough, has a massive braking package. 15-inch diameter rotors up front and 14s out back. That is an awful lot of stopping power for a vehicle that's going off-road. Albeit it's going to need some of that stopping power, especially when it is on-road, to handle the beast within, because this vehicle comes with a 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, known as the Hellcat. Now, you don't get the 707 horsepower like in some of the Hellcat performance cars. It comes with 575 horsepower. Haven't released torque numbers on this vehicle as of yet, and it's going to be shifted exclusively to the ZF 8-speed automatic. This might give us a little glimpse into the future of what the new Trailhawk version of the Jeep Grand Cherokee that's going to get a Hellcat lump may give us a shot in the future of what horsepower that vehicle is going to be, because a lot of folks in the know are claiming it's going to have to be detuned for the all-wheel drive system. No word on whether the Rebel TRX will ever see the light of day in production, but if it did, going head-to-head with the Raptor, maybe get General Motors into the mix with a Silverado version, it would be pretty doggone cool to have 3 high-end off-road machines on offer from the big 3 manufacturers. You know, we've talked about the Raptor long enough, we might as well talk about it for good, because official power numbers have been released from the all-new 3.5-liter twin-turbocharged EcoBoost V6. Yes, you heard me right. They have gone through almost every inch of that 3.5-liter turbocharged lump to extract way more power, now making 450 horsepower and 510 pounds-feet of torque. Now, thanks to the plastic body panels and the aluminum center section, this vehicle is going to lose 500 pounds of weight from the outgoing model. It also got that brand new 10-speed automatic transmission, which oddly enough was joint developed with the folks over at General Motors. In fact, it's roughly the same transmission that's in the new ZL1 Camaro. Now, one thing we do know for certain as well is this vehicle will be hitting dealer showrooms in November of this year, the year of 2016. So if you want to get on down to your Ford dealership and get your hands on one of these, you better head down fast. Back to the Paris Motor Show, and Audi showing off their brand new RS3 sedan. This vehicle also has been heavily revised, getting 57 pounds of weight out of the outgoing model. Also, this thing has carbon ceramic brakes on all four corners, a brand new torque vectoring system, along with a new sports mode in the heavily revised 7-speed dual-clutch transmission that will allow this vehicle to do a handful of drifting maneuvers in the vehicle as well. The vehicle comes with a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline 5-cylinder, making 400 horsepower and 354 pounds-feet of torque. That again is shifted to that revised 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. 0 to 62 comes in at 4.1 seconds with a top speed, if you take off the electronic limiter, which can be done at your local Audi dealership, of 174 miles an hour. Last up on the list over at the Paris Motor Show, Hyundai showing off their new weapon of choice for the 2017 World Rally Championships. The new regulations for the FIA World Rally Championships give you almost a clean slate of paper when you want to build one of these machines, which means it gets heavily revised, updated aero system, 380 horsepower on offer, a 6 or 7 speed sequential shift manual transmission, also all-wheel drive, as all rally cars, or at least the World Rally Championship rally cars, are for the 2017 season and for every season from the past several. This vehicle will be fighting in anger at the January Monte Carlo Rally, where it's going to be taking on all comers. This new Hyundai is going to be taking on the brand new Citroen, a brand new Volkswagen unit going to be defending its championship. Also, a brand new Toyota and a brand new Ford supposedly coming soon as well. So it's going to be a fantastic season for the World Rally Championship coming in 2017. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.